Oh, boys and girls, how the heck are we? How are we doing? You guys know the drill. I'm waiting for everyone to join in here. Then we'll get this thing crack-a-lacking. But we got a lot to talk about. And you guys know I don't like to just go live right away when things happen because I don't one like to compete with the other Raider YouTubers, and two, I think people can be a little bit reactionary on the positive or negative when these things happen. Oh my God, this thing happened, or what is happening? What the hell's going on? So I like to take a step back and evaluate the situation, and then talk about it. So we will do that. Like I said, just waiting for people to come on in here, and then we will get this thing started. You guys saw the title. We're going to talk about Ngakoue. We're going to talk about Hudson and Brown. A lot of things are happening. It's the life of a Raider fan, as they say, as I say, I guess, as I said. So yeah. Oh, look at the two staples. Dominique says my name and only my name. Classic. Noah says, "Hey, let's go 2,000 subs. Let's absolutely Noah. We're trucking along, and we got an announcement to make, sort of about that. It's coming up very shortly. So I'm going to talk about some things, then we're going to announce a thing or two, and then we're going to move on from there. What's up, Bleems? How we doing? You guys go ahead and throw in your questions, comments, concerns. Of course, I'll throw them up on here. Let's start talking about these things. Yeah. What just happened? Okay. I think my stream cut out for a second. Hopefully I'm back. I don't know what just happened there. But okay. Yannick Ngakoue. He, since 2016, has the second most pressures in the league besides Aaron Donald. He had what, 8.5 sacks last year. The knock on him is he's been on 4 teams in 5 seasons, or 3 teams in 4 seasons. One combination of numbers like that. He's also not an every down player, but his job is to pin his ears back and go get the pass rusher. And he's very good at that. So, I see you guys. We'll get to Hudson in a second. So, I'm thrilled with Yannick Ngakoue. It's not that much money, considering all the cap space that we had. Although we might be paying a little bit of that dead money, which will be talked about very soon. But Yannick Ngakoue is like the guy. Like, if you looked at the free agency list and you said, as a Raider fan, who do you want? I think most people would say Yannick Ngakoue. Now, I wish it was more than 2 years, but 2 years is enough. That second year should be the year, well, considering how our offensive line shakes out, where we take that step to maybe a Super Bowl. Because next year, I don't know if that's going to be the case. But what are your thoughts on Yannick Ngakoue? That's the first thing I want to talk about. We'll get to Hudson in a second, I promise. I'll get back to those comments. I see them right now. Dominique says Yannick was number 1 on my list. Me as well. Adrian said Ngakoue, let's go. That's how I feel, man. That's exactly how I feel. Super happy when that happened. I was driving home from Penn State. Thing came up on my phone. I was not driving the car, though. Do not text and drive. And boom, Yannick Ngakoue. And I was like, let's freaking go. I'm thrilled. I'm pumped. I'm through the roof. So I'm glad that most Raider fans, if not all, I would say, are feeling generally the same way. I'm happy with Yannick, but heartbroken. Okay, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Okay, hold on. So one more second. Noah says I love the signing. Okay, good. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, and that's Rodney Hudson. People are saying Rodney Hudson wanted to be released because he only had 1 winning season with the Raiders. Listen, I don't know if he wanted to be released. I don't know if Gruden didn't like him. I don't know if he was upset, or if Hudson was upset that Gabe Jackson was released. All I know is this. He's the best center in the league for the last 6 years. He's an all-pro player, probably a Hall of Famer. And they just kind of released him, which doesn't like any way you want to shape it. He wasn't good against the run. He wanted out. Gruden and him didn't mesh. He was mad about whatever. It's not great to just release him. It's just not a good look. It's not a good look. But it is what it is. They like their backup center Andre James. Chris Long didn't sign with us yet. So right now, if you assume we bring back Gabe and Richie, which is a possibility, or if we take out Richie for Kyle Long, or if you take out Gabe for Kyle Long and keep Richie, whatever. We have our center and our two guards, and we have Colton Miller, who's going to get an extension at some point here. If we need a right tackle, still could re-sign Denzel Good. Still maybe Parker, who I don't want back, but whatever. Our line is still okay. It's not the end of the world as some people are making it seem. It's just not a good look. It's just not a good look. That's all. It only makes sense he asked to be released. Otherwise, he should have been traded. I agree. At least trade him for something. I agree. It's hard to trade for someone who wants to be released, though. Took one step forward and two steps back. It's a great Nickelback song. Adrian says, Ngakoue's contract is 226. Aguilar went for 226. Who would you want more? Exactly. Great question. And I think that's an obvious answer. Okay, now we move on to John Brown for Aguilar replacement. Hopefully we can get at least T.Y. Hilton or Juju. Okay. I have pretty easy, simple thoughts on the John Brown thing. I'll keep this up so people know what we're talking about. John Brown signing is great. Like it's just a good signing. I don't understand why people are like, where's Kenny Golladay? Now don't get me wrong, Kenny Galladay's a stud. Juju's a stud. I'd love to have them. But guys, we can't have our cake and eat it too here. When we signed Aguilar, we were, it was just like we took a flyer, and he turned out to be way better than we expected. So much so that he took reps away from Henry Ruggs. So now we want Henry Ruggs to take the next step, but we also want to sign Kenny Golladay, who will catch 70 balls and take reps away from Ruggs again. If we want Henry Ruggs to take the next step, we have to get someone who was better than Aguilar pre-2020, but isn't going to have the year that Aguilar did have. Because then you also have Bryan Edwards in the mix. You see what I'm saying here? So I think John Brown, who is clearly better than Aguilar was before last year, only $3.5 million, can't get to 5.5 in incentives, is a good wide receiver 2/3. Now you have Ruggs, Renfro, Edwards, John Brown as the core four. You have your backups, Zay Jones and Keelan Doss, if somebody gets hurt, God forbid. And I feel like we always forget that our number one receiver is actually Darren Waller. And you still have Foster in there. You still have to swing the ball out to Jalen. Guys, we got weapons. I'm not worried about the offense. That's a good signing. John Brown is a good signing. Sometimes we need to relax with all this Kenny Golladay Juju nonsense. And I'm not calling you out specifically, Adrian. T.Y. Hilton also is good, but if we want Ruggs and Edwards to take that next step, we can't keep going to get guys that are going to take his reps like Juju Smith-Schuster. That's just the way I see it. Oh, yeah, I know. It's been so slow, dude. It's been so slow. You say, yeah, I like John Brown. He's good. I like John Brown signing. He will help Ruggs develop. He's been a productive deep threat his whole career. Yeah, he's had 1,000 yards. He had 1,000 yards in 2019. And then Stephon Diggs came in, and then that was the end of that. But still, he's a good player, guys. Like, we need to be like, John Brown, what are we doing? Now, when I woke up, and I was like in a haze, as you are when you wake up, and I looked at my phone, I thought I saw John Ross. I was livid. And I went back to sleep, and I woke up, and it was John Brown, which was better than John Ross. I'm going to look on Bleach Report here to see if anything else is cooking. Doesn't look like anything is right now. Nothing right now. Yeah, nothing right now. Nicholas Morrow also, something we didn't talk about. Nicholas Morrow, one of our best defensive players last year, although that's not saying much. He was solid, though, and we got him back. That's great. And listen, there's still time, man. I'm pretty sure Sherman's a lock. You never know about Patrick Peterson. Maybe he wants to play safety. A.J. Green just signed with the Cardinals. No way. Is that breaking news? Is that breaking news? Hold on. I'm looking it up right now. A.J. Green. Yep. Ian Rappaport. They're working on a deal for A.J. Green. See, I like that spot for him. That's a good spot for him. That's interesting. I like that for A.J. Green. That's cool. Raiders. You can look at my arms right now. You think I could be a center? That's so funny. Super Bowl bound. Absolutely, absolutely. Sign me. Nicholas Morrow is weak. Van Noy is much better. Much better? That's interesting. Hello, Christina. Is this like our first female? That's interesting. I mean, hey, we'll take every female we can get at this point. Um, yeah, but that's interesting. Van Noy, he's better. Van Noy's a better player. I don't know about how much better. You're splitting hairs at that point. He's not going to be much of a difference maker. But you have a point there. What was I talking about? Ooh, oh, AJ Green. No, but before that, I was talking about John Brown, Nicholas Morrow. Oh, Richard Sherman is a lock. I'm pretty sure Patrick Peterson might sign with us and move to safety. Anthony Harris is still out there. There's still a lot of good players out there that are going to, that are going to make a difference. Don't want Sherman or Juju. Okay, I understand the Juju thing. I do want Sherman. I want him to mentor these young guys. Um, I do. I do, Dominique. Literally could lift Aaron Donald, slammed into the ground, no cap. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. But yeah, how else you guys feeling about this stuff? I touched on everything we did so far. The AJ Green thing was a little bit of breaking news. That was kind of cool to have. Tragedy turned triumph. Damn, 12 million dead cap. Shaking my head. Gruden cutting us slowly. It's interesting. Yeah, I don't know the plan with Rodney Hudson. I don't understand. Sherman and Earl Thomas would be nice. Earl Thomas is someone that I signed in my Madden series that is going up consistently. Week 6 or 7 just got posted. But yeah, I like Earl Thomas as well. I'm yawning. You guys are boring me. I don't know why. But yeah, it's an interesting time to be a Raider fan. 1 step forward, 2 steps back, it seems. You want Trey Boston at free safety? Oh yeah, that's not bad. Defensive tackle and O-line help. I agree. There's still a lot of good guys out there. I mean, I think I hit on everything I wanted to hit before talking about the big. Oh, this is probably the AJ Green thing. Yeah. Yeah. 1 year, $8 million for AJ Green. There's something about Earl Thomas. I don't know what. There probably won't be signed. Probably something we don't know. Yeah, maybe. We should sign Melvin Ingram. He's another guy, Maximus. Thank you. That I forgot about. He might be coming as well. I think Patrick Peterson resigns with the Cardinals, but I'm not 100%. Oh, no. You're thinking about the picture that he posted that it was just him in a Cardinals uniform. And then he said it's just a picture. Don't worry. I'm not making any decisions yet. But yeah. Okay. Do I want to announce this? Is the question. I think I do. I'm going to make a separate video on this for people who either don't know what it is or didn't do it last time. But keep throwing your stuff in there about free agency. We're not done talking about that. We've only been talking for 12 minutes at this point. And then I'll continue with that. But right now I'm going to take time to announce something. And if you go into the link into this description, you're going to find a link for Patreon. Now, there are people in here who have been here a little bit. You've been here since the channel's inception, really. If you know what Patreon is, God bless you. Just click the link and check it out. If not, essentially it's a way for you guys to get exclusive content for, $1 more a month. And the big thing about this year is that Patreon is here to stay. I started it. It was a success. Then I went to college, and I ended it because I didn't have time. Well, guess what? I'm making time. And there's something new that I want to talk to you guys about, and it's the Discord. If you guys know what a Discord is, great. If you don't, here's what it is. I'm pulling it up on my phone. I don't want to share. It's the All Aboard Raiders Discord. And you see we got the draft, we got free agency, we got Madden, we got predictions, we got a voice chat. If you guys want to talk to me 24/7, and you see these conversations that we're having right now while we're talking to each other, or you want to text me about some Madden stuff, about predictions, if you guys want to talk to each other, subscribers, we have a Discord, All Aboard Raiders. Now, the way you get into the Discord, follow the link in the description below for Patreon. Literally $1 a month. Think about taking $1 and throwing it out the window once a month. I feel like you wouldn't have that much of a problem doing that. Now, imagine if you threw that out the window and then you gain access to talking to me as well as a bunch of other people. That's all you have to do. That's a pretty sweet deal, I think. I'll be on there 24/7. I'll be in the voice chat. We'll be talking. We'll be texting all the time. We can play. You could throw your gamer tags in there. You guys could play with each other on Madden. We can talk. That's just a $1 tier. There's 3 more tiers. If you want to join this live stream right now and talk one-on-one with me and the fans, that's a thing that you can do on there. If you want early access to the videos, that's a tier as well. If you want your name at the end of the credits to be an executive producer, that's a tier as well. Follow the link in the description. It's patreon.com/AllAboutRaiders. It's back. It's here to stay. By the way, the whole Madden series has been pre-recorded. The whole thing is done. I got to a certain point. I either won the Super Bowl or I didn't get there. I lost prior. Did I make the playoffs? I don't know. It's all done. And it's going to be uploaded fast on Patreon. The next 4 or 5 weeks might be up there by tomorrow. That's all I'm saying. Check the link in the description below. Everything here is going to stay the same, okay? You're still going to get the videos when you get them. If you can't do it, I understand. Noah is like 13 years old, okay? He doesn't have money yet. I understand that. But if you can, if you want to, link is in the description. The Discord is huge, guys. I mean, we can just talk to each other like this all the time, 24/7. It's going to be a great time. Hop in there. If you have any problems, let me know. Link in the description below. God bless you. Let's get back to some free agency. Oh, we already did that one. We should sign Melvin Ingram. I agree. Oh, I already said all this. Okay, I want Earl Thomas, Richard Sherman, Melvin Ingram, and a safety. I wanted the Justin Simmons, but you got franchise tag. I think Anthony Harris would actually be solid there. Hey, there you go. We should get free agent Harris from the Vikings. That's exactly what I was talking about, Maximus. Perfect. Throw a dollar out the window and Ronnie's outside waiting to catch it. Absolutely, brother. You know me, man. The grind ain't easy, but it never stops for you guys. And I'm trying to constantly think of ways to incentivize things for myself, for you guys. I think the Discord is going to be super, super fun. But the more people in there, the more fun it'll be. That's why I only made it $1. I could have made it 3, 5, 10, like some of these other guys. But it's $1 freaking dollar. And we can talk about anything all the time, forever. It's amazing. If breaking news happens, we jump in the voice chat and we go off. It's amazing. Who you taking at 17? I think I'm taking the linebacker of Notre Dame, the guy with the long name, Owusu or whatever his name is. I don't know what his name. You guys all know who I'm talking about. I think that's my guy. If not him, then maybe the safety from TCU, depending on what we do in free agency. I'm worried about our O-line. I wouldn't be. Listen, at the end of the day, Rodney Hudson's a great center, but it's a center. Andre James, apparently they really like. He played well. We have Gabe technically still. We have Colton Miller. We can get Richie back. We can get Denzel Good back. We can get Chris Long. All we need is the right tackle. This guy, Jake. Jeremiah Owusu Kermai. Good Lord, what a name. This is the guy I want. Henry Colby. What's up, man? We need Juju after we lost Nelson Aguilar. I touched on that a little bit earlier. I disagree. I think Ruggs and Edwards are going to step up, and I think John Brown is that perfect stopgap to make some plays now and again, to be honest with you. I would draft an O-lineman in the second or third. I would too. I would draft the right tackle in the second or third round. Absolutely epic. Absolutely. Yeah. Listen, guys, this was a great conversation. If you got anything else to say, throw it in there real fast, and I'll hit upon that. But you guys got first dibs on the Discord, on the new look Patreon. If you guys were there before, you guys know the drill. If you guys haven't, message me. We'll talk about it. Fidel Castro. Do you think we'll take an O-lineman after signing Yannick? Potentially. What do you give Josh Jacobs a second contract? Or do you give Josh Jacobs? Oh, sure, of course, but not right now. Next year. What defensive free agent do you want us to sign besides Yannick? Anthony Harris. We got to trade Marcus for a draft pick this year. I don't think it's going to happen. Poo-poo. I don't know what you're talking about. Enrique, how do you feel about the John Brown sign? I feel great about it. I talked about it a little bit before. See, again, we're going to talk about this again. We don't, though. And here's the thing. If they sign him, then I guess I'm wrong. But if we get someone like Juju, then – and the safety, I agree. If we get someone like Juju or Galladay, Ruggs' reps take a hit again. And this is what happened last time. Because we had Aguilar. And then he was way better than we thought. And Henry Ruggs was affected negatively because of it. If we get someone like John Brown, who was decent but not as good as Aguilar was last year, and then we have Ruggs as our one, Ruggs is going to go, his stock is going to skyrocket. And then we have John Brown to clean up the slack for anything that him or Renfro or Edwards doesn't get. So I don't think we need Juju. But I guess I could be wrong. This is my dog. His name is Crosby. I feel like this is not pleasant to watch. I'm just trying to do a live stream here, Cros. And no, it's exactly where the microphone is. Henry. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. Galladay gets hurt too much. Interesting take. I didn't think about that. I guess he's just going to be in the shot now, perpetually in the shot. Crosby is. But yeah, I disagree on the Juju takes. I don't think we need him. If we get him, okay. Now we got weapons out the wazoo. But Ruggs isn't going to take that next step. I want the Crosby input. Maybe that'll be a Patreon tier. The idea could work if Ruggs is ready. I think he is ready. I saw flashes last year. He wasn't Darius Hayward Bay. He's a stud. Edwards too, man. I think they're ready to rock and roll. You think Foster's going to step up? Absolutely. I think he's going to have a great season. Yeah, you guys are killing it right now. I'll stay here as long as you guys want to talk. But at some point, I will have to end the live stream. But like I said before, if you want to continue the conversation, link in the description below. Patreon.com/allaboardraiders. $1 singular a month. We can continue this conversation on the Discord. There is a link to that. If you connect your Patreon account to that, there's an app. You can talk on the phone to me as well as everybody else who joins. We can go on the computer and talk. It's going to be great. There's other tiers there too. Just check it out. All I ask is you check it out. If you don't want to, that's cool. I still love you guys. I know Epic's going to look at it and be like, I can't do it. That's fine. No big deal, Epic, because I still love you just the same. They said they were going to re-sign Aguilar Ritchie, but we didn't. I really don't trust John Gruden. I mean, they said they were going to try. So, whoa, stop it, Kraz. He's destroying a napkin right now. I'm sorry. I just yelled at you guys. Do you know the best defender in free agencies right now? Because I don't know. Probably Anthony Harris, probably, right? Hardest opponent this year besides the Chiefs. Do you mean last year or next year coming? Because I think we play the Ravens next year. You should do an online franchise with us. Hey, something to talk about in the Discord. Right now, what's our record prediction? Right now, without an offensive line, not good. Probably 10-6 is the ceiling. Probably. But anyway, I'm going to stop my dog from currently ripping this up. So I'm going to end this now. But like I said before, last time, in the description below, you guys got the first crack before I make the full announcement video. Patreon.com/allaboardraiders. Link is in the description below. If you want to continue the conversation on the Discord, $1 a month. If you guys want early access to videos, that's a little bit more a month. If you guys want to join this live stream, literally me and you right now talking to the fans, that's a little bit more. There's going to be a show that's coming back that I did before. That's going to be either Patreon exclusive or the questions will be asked exclusively through Patreon. We don't know how to do it yet. We'll figure that out. It's going to be a podcast. It's going to be great. Love you guys. God bless. Wear a mask. Get the vaccine. We're almost there. We're almost back to normalcy. Just do our part, and we'll be there before we know it. It's good. So long. Godspeed. Hopefully we sign somebody else. Please be sure to subscribe. I almost forgot. It is free after all. No charge to you. And just win, baby.